Good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We are on Thursday. We call this, I guess, Friday Eve. So thank you for tuning in to the biggest happy hour and a half now. We got looks like a great chat going on here. People are piling in. Hopefully everyone's got a cocktail in their hand. And I know it's a little rainy here in Florida, so let's have a little bit of fun while it's a little wet outside. And who knows, we'll spill a few drinks and we'll get wet on the inside too. I'm sure there's an innuendo in there somewhere. So thank you for tuning in, everybody. So let's give a quick run through of who we've got in here tonight. We've got Mr. Brad Brock of the Jams and Cocktails. So thank you for joining in, Brad. And definitely check out the Jams and Cocktails podcast network. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but you may already know we've already been talking about it. Also, we've got Philip, so my ride or die in the morning on the Jams and Coffee show there. Sean, thank you for tuning in there from Maryland. And we've got our favorite rumlier, Nia from My Rum Diaries. All right, everybody, let's get this going here. We've got a lot to cover here. We've got a lot of stuff. You see some stuff in front of me. We'll talk about it. Obviously, we've got our What the Florida story. We've got our Florida man. We got all sorts of stuff. So let's get right to it. Let's not waste any more time. And let's get right into our What the Florida card. All right. So let's go through all of this here. So let's see what we got here. So, all right. So let's see what we got here. So our card of the night here is our What the Florida card here is. All right. What type of contest do you think would be fun to be a judge? What type of contest do you think would be fun to judge? Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. I'm sure some of you are. I know what you may say. Obviously, I know some of you, and obviously some of you what you enjoy to drink. So, yeah, go ahead. If you got your answer there, go over to the Facebook group there, pinned up at the top there, and go ahead and put your answer in there. What you think? What type of contest do you think would be fun to judge? So there we go. All right, so let's see what we got there. Let's jump right in. We got a lot to cover. And then, again, I want to give a big shout-out there to Sarah Matuk. She was our opening tune there. She is a Drums and Rums podcast alum. As some of you know, some of the other artists that we have featured on the show, like Brad Brock and his tune that starts off the podcast, the audio podcast for Once Upon a Bottle of Rum. So that song there from Sarah just dropped last week. So check it out. Support. Again, I know she might not be local to you, but she's all part of this whole community and where all of our alums, supporting each other and so forth. So, and thank you, Sean, for hitting that like button, engage there. So definitely check it out. So yeah, check out Sarah. That was hopefully you enjoyed that tune that she had there. So, all right. So there's our card for the night. We'll read it. Excuse me, 2 more times, and we'll get through it there. So, hopefully everyone is. This is sounding. Hopefully you all can hear me, and if not, just give me a shout there in the comments if you have any problems with any of the audio there. So again, I'm flying solo tonight. So before we jump into it, a couple things here, which is actually kind of cool, was what you may see in front of me here is some products and some cups and some glasses and a sticker of some sort. Well, I just wrapped up a virtual happy hour first tasting session with the Florida Rum Society. And they had brought on to come on for a first taste for the group, for those, if they were lucky to, I guess, sign up, so many, whatever. I don't know how many the limit was, but this was a product called YOLO Rum. It's 80 proof. They have a silver and a gold. The gold is a 10-year aged, and the silver is aged 2 years. So not as long, but it's a little rest. So the gold was really amazing taste. And you can taste the barrel, you can taste the wood on it and the aging on it. So it is, from what I just found out, it is available here in Florida. So they do sell here in Florida. So definitely check it out. I think they're available over in Sarasota. There's a location over there, S&R Liquors in Sarasota. I think also here in Miami and South Florida, there's a location, I think Big Game Liquors. Nia, is that the right name? You can keep me honest. I think that's the right name. But yeah, so if you check out Big Liquors, it's amazing products. They got a really great branding name. They've obviously that's a huge part of obviously owning the brand and the name and all the merchandise or not merchandising, but I think you know what I mean. But it's not bad. Um, it's this is definitely like I said. This has been my I prefer right now. Again, silver, not a bad mouthfeel on it. But I definitely love the taste of that barrel there. So, all right, so good. So loud and clear. Thank you for giving me a little feedback there, Brad. All right, so yeah, so we just did they hooked the group up there with some nice swag there. If you saw the video I did, I think last week when I opened up the package here. So this was actually pretty cool. Everyone just kind of jumped, told them says we were hoping that they had a poster there. So this YOLO little sticker that they put on the tube to send all the packaging, all the nice stuff, the swag, the cup. I have a feeling somebody's going to steal that cup. Of course they will. So I'm going to have to hopefully ask them for another one. Anyway, so check it out if you haven't seen it. So some new rum that you may have seen or at least you learn more about here on the show here. So let's get right to it. And I guess we'll talk about also, we'll just jump right in here to our podcast. So hopefully, if you haven't had a chance to listen to the podcast yet, we had Andrew Cabot from Privateer Rum. Met Andrew at a tasting event down in Fort Lauderdale. Nia was there with us and a couple of the other rum folks like Jami from Ready Set Rum, we call the Rum Posse. And was great. Had a lot of offerings here. They're based in Massachusetts, and they got a lot of offerings. It's very a premium, rum. It's amazing, right? That's why everyone talks about converting bourbon drinkers over to drinking rum because it's the taste and is very much more surprising, I guess, for some that are used to drinking bourbon. So all right, so Sean's asking me where's my wristband. So obviously you know. Well, they're around here somewhere. All right, I have to look for them. Maybe they fell off the bar here, but I did get a pretty cool YOLO clip holder. I guess little clip on your badge or maybe your tasting glass or so forth there. So that's kind of cool. Oh, I think I know where they are. I think I may have had them in. I went out of town last night and I wasn't sure if I was going to make it back. Um, so I think I took all that stuff with me. So I think it's in. I think it's in my bag. So I'd have to leave the room to go get it. So hopefully you believe me, Sean. So yeah, so it was great having Andrew on. You talk about history. Again, making rum in Massachusetts. There's a whole storied history. And knows most of you that are in the chat tonight, I know you are all rummers, and know that there's so much distilling that was going on in New England back, back during the colonial times. So great conversation with Andrew. I could probably have chatted and talked with him much longer than the podcast went. But we definitely had a great time hanging out there and learning more about Privateer, where they're going, some of their history, some of the founding, some of their backstory, and so forth. So super awesome guy there. But definitely. So Philip, are you still? Hopefully Philip's still in the chat because I want to ask a question here. And and air drummers, yes, air drummers. So Philip, if you're in the chat, let me know because I do have a question I want to ask the group for you. So let me know if you're still in the chat there, Philip. So all right, so that was our podcast there. Check it out if you haven't had it. Episode 111, and we're coming up to the end of August. It's really sad that August is almost over, and now we're getting close to fall now, and this is where I get bummed out because now we're almost in fall. And coming up, here's a sneak peek hint that we have coming up on next Tuesday's podcast is with Matt Petrick, also known as the Cocktail Wonk. This guy, everyone tells me I've got to have him on. He's got so much history, rum history, the tiki history, So I'll be taping an episode with him on Monday, and that will be Tuesday's episode. So you guys got a sneak peek of who we're dropping on Tuesday. And, I'm not usually as organized enough and prepared because all this is done by myself. So I'm not usually ahead as I would like to be, but you got the sneak peek. So, all right. So there you are, Phil. So, all right. So if if you don't know, you got to check out every morning, Jams and Coffee with Brad Brock at 8 a.m. on YouTube. It's a morning show that Brad does. Talks about national, all sorts of current events, stories, interesting top 10 topics, and so forth. And we hang out there in the morning, and I get ready to go to work. And what's really cool is if you can't watch it on YouTube, you can hang out and listen to it. Like, say if you're in a car, on the app Live 365, and because he streams his show out to the live, he's got his own station on the app, and JNC. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brad. JNC Radio, I think it's called, and definitely go out there. You can listen, have a great time, pop in, have a conversation. He's even got a call-in number. So if you want to call in and add something to the comments and the conversation, you're gonna call in. So definitely listen tomorrow morning. He'll be on tomorrow bright and early at 8 a.m. So Brad will be up there. Phil and I will be in the chat there and hanging out and adding some comment and banter and so forth. But one of the things, yeah, I missed that today, Philip, is even poop. Yes, even poop. I missed that conversation today, or yes, I think that was yesterday you guys had. So I was actually traveling. So Philip had asked, he said, I need to talk to you. Want to learn more about rum. What rum should I get? Well, Philip, this is the group here that are listening and watching. Go ahead, folks, have at it. Let Philip know what rum he should check out or ask him questions. Philip, this is the group here in the chat. I know I've got my preferences, I got to understand, but there, like I said, Nia from My Rum Diaries, she's got her, Rum Lier certification, so she can help recommend some of the things that you like, what type of spirits you already like, and help you, pick something that there or recommend. Sean is also, he's a rummer too. Brad also, he's no slouch, but he's got his knowledge. So yes, you got it. JNC Radio, thank you there. Thank you, Brad. So go ahead and hit Phil up there, throw some rums, or Philip, ask some of the folks here while I kind of do some of my other parts of the show here. So definitely check out JNC Radio, Live 365 app, 8 a.m. tomorrow. Also, the JNC Radio channel is streamed throughout the day, different music content. So you can actually just listen to it also for music. And at 8 a.m., listen to the live show, Jams and Coffee. Also, Wednesday nights, 8 p.m., is Jams and Cocktails with Brad and his destruction crew there, Jay, Tay, Ellie, and Derek. Sometimes you guys see me on the show. I'll pop in and have some fun. And also, there was a task. Hopefully, you guys do follow on social media. I posted last evening. The question was for some prize and swag. What was, and I'll let you guys go off and listen to watch another channel, go watch his show and find the answer while we're still going live here. So, what was the category for their Name That Tune segment last night? What was the tunes on all the songs category? All right. So I'll take an answer. And Brad's in here to keep me honest. Yo, Ron, it's Captain Ron that's in. Ron, I don't know what you drug me into this new Facebook group that you drug me into. Oh my God, this group is kind of crazy. It's called 8 o'clock shot. This fits perfect, right? So I know. So yeah, so we'll have to maybe talk more about that. So Ron, thanks for joining there. So Ron, he's also no stranger to the jams or the biggest happy hour and a half an hour show. Yeah, so definitely go find out. If you already know the answer, get in it first. If you know it, Brad, you can't play. But what was the category they used? First person with the right answer, we got some swag for you. So go have at it. So while we wait for that, so Nia, all right, thank you for going helping out and answering some questions there for Philip to see what he's into. Thank you. So yeah, Philip, you're going to get a lot of chance to learn a lot about stuff if you're really interested in rum. This is the right group to be in here. So let's go ahead and we'll jump into our favorite segment here. I know you're all dying because you saw the promo for it. Let's get into this week's Florida Man. Okay, so here we go. So this week's Florida Man story. I love this title here. I try to get somewhat creative because, people, that's what they click on. It's all clickbait and catchy titles and so forth, right? That Taco Bell fire sauce so hot, it'll make you take your clothes off. All right, so let me get my beer first there. And look at how handy it is now. I have the fridge back here where I can just disappear. I think somebody said last week I just kind of vanished. Ping here because I don't think she's kind of over that. So yeah, so hopefully I know a lot of folks that are still over on Facebook probably looking, because we're trying to move over to YouTube, but hopefully so. Charlene's here helping kind of round up the troops there. So yeah, we're trying to go move over to Facebook here. So all right, it's here. Hilarious group, great ways to discuss good rums. Yes. All right, so here's our Florida man story here. We've got today, and today is the Florida man down under. So I think we tried this one a couple weeks ago, but let's go for it. And here is our story for this week's Florida man. As you already see, they're scrolling a couple pictures. Okay, Pinellas County, and you saw the little map imaged on the screen there, just kind of give you a reference where this area is at. So the little red dots on the map represent a location of Taco Bell in St. Pete. I'm not sure which one this is, but here we go. Naked St. Pete man crawls through Taco Bell drive-through window, police says. Okay, a St. Petersburg man was arrested after exposing himself at a taco... What? What do you mean? Okay, let's just check real quick here. Okay, yep. All right, let me start over again here. St. Petersburg man was arrested after exposing himself at a Taco Bell late Saturday night, according to police. The St. Petersburg Police Department said Christopher Verstraeten, 33, crawled through the drive-through window of a Taco Bell located on 4th Street. Oh, I guess I could have found the location. All while completely nude. Police said the suspect then began lying on the kitchen floor, refusing to leave. Verstraeten was also arrested shortly after on charges of exposure of sexual organs. Okay, there's a lot to digest here on this one. So now it's not. I've seen other stories of people going through the drive-throughs of fast food restaurants naked. It's nothing new, apparently. They also, so that's one thing, right? Okay, you're being naked in your car driving around. I don't know. But, okay, he's naked in his car and crawled through. I'm not quite sure. That guy kind of looks a little scrawny, but I know I'd be like Winnie the Pooh fitting through that takeout window. So not only was he naked in the car, but he crawled through the damn window of the drive-thru. There was just so much, and and I thought about it because my kid's starting to work now, and at a local superstore store, and I'm like people forget about how nobody needs to see that. I mean, hell, even adults don't even need to see that. But most kids are working part-time jobs, so this is a crazy story here. Again, of course, I guess. Maybe he did have Taco Bell already, and sometimes you have too much Taco Bell. Some things happen. Maybe he took his pants off. I don't know. There's so much more I want to know about this story. So maybe we have to try to find out some more information about this story here, and do some follow up, because this is a bizarro story. So that is it. That Taco Bell fire soft, so hot it'll make you take your pants off. There we go. Here, there to you, our Florida man of the week here. What's your name again? Christopher Verstraeten there. Taco Bell, drive-through naked guy. So cheers there. So congrats. So, all right. So hopefully y'all were paying attention to the comments, because I love watching this comment scroll by. Y'all are definitely on top of it, helping Philip out there with some suggestions and rums. Definitely love it. So great job, guys. Thanks for helping them out there. This is what it's all about. Sharing and learning more about more rums, and again, this whole community we're all trying to have fun with there. So definitely check it out. So we got a whole lot of different varying options there that you're kind of getting. So hopefully, Philip, you're not getting hit by the fire hose here. So So the guy looks like the villain in The Hills Have Eyes. He does look a little creepy, doesn't he? I think if you put hair on him, I think he actually looks a little bit like Beavis, doesn't he? Yeah, so let's wait till that picture scrolls back around here and you'll see what I'm talking about. He definitely looks like Beavis if he had that blonde hair. So just take a look. You tell me if you see Beavis and Butthead on that. So, cuz I think that's exactly yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe Woody Harrelson? Maybe he's Woody Harrelson. I don't know. Maybe that's who he looks like. And Woody Harrelson does do some crazy stuff. He's been naked before too. So, yeah, so cheers to you, dude, and your antics at the local Taco Bell. So, all right. So, enough of the Florida man story. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that story. And again, this only happened a couple days ago. I try to find stories that are fairly recent and topical. And again, as opposed to last week with our story, that was the crazy viral story about the armless guy who was stabbing somebody, but yet that was a story from like 3 years prior. So, oh my gosh. So, Woody. Woody on meth. It could be, you never know. So, like I said, there's so much more I want to learn about, understand some of these stories and what makes, why is it? Maybe it is all meth. So, all right. So all right. I can be Brad on the rocks, but it will need to be smooth, not some of the store shelf brands. Yeah. So, Phil, I would say a lot of good suggestions here that the group is throwing at you. Um, and I know you're up in Tennessee, and like I said, I think we've got to get Siri. She's been on our Facebook, big time Facebook fan there. I haven't seen her pop over here yet, make the transition, but I know we've been over on Facebook, and she's usually over there. But the reason why I say that because she's also up in Tennessee, and one of the things she mentioned when we had a guest on, they have Afrohead, and I don't know if it's still popular or still available up in the Tennessee and the Nashville area, but you may find some Afrohead up in that area. So that might be something too. It's kind of a little bit more body than you might give you a little bit of that woody taste, flavor. So, um, but anyway, so yeah, so it looks like we got some good feedback. I appreciate everyone giving Philip some information there. Mai tais, cocktails to make with it. I suppose the best thing is just venture out. Yeah, it is, Philip. You do have to kind of sometimes try it, or if you can find a rum, I think there's actually is a pretty good Nashville rum society or Tennessee rum society up there. I'll try to find out if information about if there's contact for that one, or I know sometimes you don't want to buy a whole bottle for $30 and then find out you really don't like it. But again, these are the folks here that can help steer you in the way, certain things you like, or again, certain things you want to elevate your spirit to, moving from a captain or something. And that's fine. Baby steps, right? Jump in the pool, come in the shallow end first, and then slowly come on in, right? So, all right. So here, let's read our story here, our card here. Again, what type of contest do you think would be fun to judge? Again, remember, post your response over in the Facebook group. What type of contest do you think would be fun to judge? All right. So, like I said, a pretty good, interesting night here. We did our tasting here with some YOLO. I did save a little bit. It is available here in Florida, and definitely we'll have to do a little more sampling. Looking forward to a lot of stuff going on here with trying to grow out the podcast network, some content, working with Brad on jams and cocktails. If you don't know, like I said, the reference. Oh, okay. So yeah. I'm not wrapping up yet. Yeah. So jams and cocktails, podcast network there, and where was I at now? Yeah. So that's Brad. If you don't know, like I said, jams and cocktails podcast name. That's Brad Brock, and so definitely him and I are working on some stuff here for our podcast. He's got also a show. Siri, yay! Welcome, Siri. You made it. All right, heart. What's the heart? How do you do that? Is that right? I'm not sure. Heart emoji. A three. No, I was trying to do it with my hands. She's trying to tell me how to do it can emoji speak here. 3 in the hands there. So yes. All right, Siri made it. Yes, excellent. All right. Has anybody got an answer yet to the question of the night here about what is the category that for the name that tune for last night jams and cocktail show? I can't believe I don't want to sign off tonight without giving something away. Okay. And Brad, he can't answer his own question because it's his show, so he's not allowed to guess. So again, if you want to open up another tab in the browser or whatnot, and I'll let you come back and go back and forth. Okay. And you come back over and find out what it is. Okay. I think, should we give at least a hint, Brad? Is it about, what was it, about an hour and a half in, right? Or so? I think it was somewhere in that range that when they did the name that tune. So, Philip with the answer. All right. I will give that to you, Philip. Yes. Oh, Siri. Oh, okay. So Siri, you raised your hand. What was the, hold on, Philip. Hold on. All right, Siri, you raised your hand. I win. What was the answer? Even though I just said it. Oh my God, that's funny. Oh, he got it. All right. So was that your answer, Siri? I want to be fair here. I know you raised your hand in the chat with a chat with emoji. So I just want to make sure I'm being fair here. Of course, I know I have to kind of wait and catch up with me speaking and watching the chats here. So I don't know. I just want to. All right. Well, we've got some stuff we're gonna give away, so we're gonna send out. We've got some cool. You guys can tell me which one is which here. Which one is which here? Who wants which one? Philip, which one do you want? And Siri, tell me which one you want there. You've got some koozies there from Kill Devil Rum there. So which one do you want? Who wants the camo and who wants the blue one? So you guys fight over it. So you just tell me, and then you're gonna have to send me a message or somehow, and then what's your address? I think Siri, I already have your address. So, and I still owe any of hers from last week's here. So yeah, so we got some stuff. All right, so that's fun. So again, if you're watching the show, so this is just a little teaser, a sneak peek into, we're going to be doing more of this, our show with Brad's show, and any of the content that we're doing. We'll give you a hint, and then to listen and watch a particular show, or maybe you have to watch all of Brad's shows to get the answers. Maybe that's something that you have to do. Or it's code, like a secret decoder, like Little Orphan Annie. You have to make sure you drink your Ovaltine, and you make sure you get your decoder ring to find out what is the secret code. Drink more rum. That's what it should be, right? Rumaltine. Right. So yeah, so check that out. So definitely we'll be doing more of it. Ron, that sounds like a dad joke there. Take the camo one, it's less noticeable. All right, so Philip's got the camo and Siri's got the blue. Okay, all right. So yeah, so that I definitely appreciate the shout out there to Tony, your Sony of Kill Devil Rum, the Outer Banks Distilling, those guys up there. So big shout out to those guys for hooking us up with some stuff to give away here for the show. Appreciate the definitely that. So we'll sync up with you on that. So again, we got more stuff. So just again, we're growing our networks together. It's kind of some of the things we're doing here. So, and maybe there might be a show on the Jams and Cocktails Wednesday night show where Brad's got a trivia question or a clue or a answer that you got to have to watch or listen to the podcast. So a lot of cool, fun stuff. Hang with us. You're hanging out with us. We like to have fun. We try to be entertaining. I can't wait for you guys to see wait for the new stuff we're working on, Brad and I. It is all relevant around what we're involved with, music and spirits and booze and drinking and cocktails and jamming and whatever else. So it's definitely, if you like the stuff that we currently do, you're going to we're staying within the swim lanes here. And our styles and our humor and so forth. So we try to at least be fun and entertaining and have a good time here. So, all right there. What I'm just trying to catch up here. Okay, so we got camo. I like the way you think, Ron. All right. So good podcast with them as well. Yeah, thank you, Philip. Yeah, so that was like I said, a really cool podcast with Andrew Cabot there. And they'll actually that the Privateer Rum is actually available here in Florida. So definitely check out. I think you can get them online too, but I know it is available. Especially there's a couple stores here in Fort Lauderdale, Primo Liquors, and I think also over in Sarasota they carry it, and also in Orlando. So you can actually get this rum here. And again, it's a little bit more higher end price point than your probably your normal um, stuff you may daily drinker, but that's why I try to keep it hidden away a little bit because I don't want friends just who aren't normally going to appreciate it, having a little bit too much of it, which I don't mind sharing it, right? So this is what we're all about here, sharing our rum and booze and so forth, but appreciate it there. So yes, so Philip, definitely meet Siri. She is awesome. Okay, so yes, you two both live. That's what I want to see. Yeah, maybe you guys can do a meetup there and zoom in on the happy hour. Phil and Pam and Siri do a Zoom meetup here and join the happy hour from Tennessee. That would be friggin' awesome. Let's make this happen, Captain. So yeah, so let's yeah. Hold on, we're not going to give an applause. We're going to give this. Yeah, that's what we want. We want the air horn. All right. So actually, I did actually work on some of my. I did work on some of my sound effects. Actually, got my air horn, ding, ding, ding. Let's pour some drinks. All right, anyway, so I'm getting a little carried away now. So yes, all right. So let's. Yes, we do. Yeah, need more rum. Yes, Sean, you definitely got that right. We need more rum everywhere, and I think I need more light in this room. I gotta figure this out. I look terrible on this camera, in my opinion. So, so all right, Jason, the River Pirate is tuning in here. He tuned in on one of the happy hours we had. Was a couple weeks ago when we did our Zoom happy hour, I think one night. So yeah, so Privateer is yes, some dollars. It's a bit stronger. That's right. I call it pirate strength. I like that. So yeah, for sure. So yes. All right. So we got let me read this card one more time. I think I haven't gone through all the way. All right. So what type of contest do you think would be fun to judge? All right. So there's our question. Here we go. We're going to hold it up there in the camera and you're going to hear. All right. So give you a chance there. Go ahead and post it over in the Drums and Rums Facebook group there. It's pinned in the chat there. I think it's up at the top or somewhere in there. And yeah, go ahead and I have to think about that one. Of course, the easy answer is to say, of course. I'm going to say, what type of contest would you think would be fun to judge? Of course, it'd have to be rum related, right? Or, hey, how about this, Jason? Is a pirate bikini girl contest? I don't know. Am I going to get in trouble for being a little too chauvinistic? Maybe, or am I? The wife is giving me the look. So, pirate speedo. Well, you could, but you definitely better watch out for the sword because if you weren't already circumcised, you might be already. Damn it! Hold on. There we go. I used the right one this time. So yeah. So I love to hear what you guys all think. So again, for those who are just joining, we talked about a little bit about YOLO Rum, great name that they were able to trademark, brand name, etc. I know a lot of people would probably think it's probably a little bit lower end, kind of based on the gimmicky, but it's not bad. Like I said, I think the 10-year, I really like the 10-year, the taste and the flavor on it. So definitely for sure. So. All right, so what do we got here? Wrap up. I think we've hit all the marks. We talked about our Florida man crawling through the Taco Bell drive-through window. We've talked about our What the Florida segment there. We talked about our podcast that we had last week with Adam Cabot of Privateer Rum. And we've talked about, actually gave you a hint and sneak peek on upcoming episode here on Tuesday. The sneak peek and drop the hint that we're going to have Matt Petrick on is the cocktail wonk, super knowledgeable about rum and the history and tiki stuff. So looking forward to talking to him about that. And also, if you didn't get a chance to join at the beginning, check out the opening song was from Sarah Matuk, our Drums and Rums alum. She sings the song Rum. I think back in March, she was a guest on the show. and so she just dropped a new single there. I Need Your Touch. So definitely check it out there. Support it, download it. Again, she's an artist too, and again, we're all part of help trying to just like Rum, right? And these artists that we have on, and we learn and meet and so forth, is have them come on, check out their music, help support them, bring them in, grow together, and we're all doing it all together here and supporting each other. So that's what I love about all this stuff. So y'all here, so yeah, so I think that we've hit all the mark. I know we're right up a little bit over 8:30 there, so a little bit over the half an hour. But is there anything else you want to I need to tie up before we wrap up some stuff here, or got question or feedback? I guess a question here I've got for y'all that are still in the chat there or listening, watching is, do you, when you listen to the podcast, do you listen on Apple? And if you do, have you subscribed to the podcast, Apple Podcast? Have you rated the podcast? And have you left a comment on the podcast? Again, I'd love to have feedback, good, bad, or whatever, because it's only way I can improve, be better, and I take the criticism or feedback so I can make it better and make it more enjoyable or whatever. Do you who who would you like me to see to come on? I am, and I'm maybe a little premature to say this, um, but there is a music performer coming to the Jupiter Abaco Amphitheater the beginning of September, and let me find the, because you may know the name, if Michael Franti. I don't know. Like I said, if you don't know the name, I think you will know the song, one of his most popular songs that he had. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the chat here, because of course I'll probably get dinged. Um, Probably get dinged here on YouTube. Big Bad. Yeah, so give me 1 second here. Let me find. Oh, come on, where is it? That's like the biggest. It's like the biggest song they have here. So all right, so just talk amongst yourselves for the moment. We will definitely find this damn song. Um, let's see here. Uno momento, por favor. There we go. That's it. Okay, I found it. So did you guys know Michael Franti? So, all right. So, we got some Appleton, a 12-year Apple. Damn, Sean, that's how is that? How is that? Okay, here we go. Don't give up when I No, maybe I got the wrong song. Why can't I figure out which song it is? Okay, maybe I've got it this time. While back, but you probably have heard of this song for sure. But yeah, so you can go ahead and click on it. You can bounce back if you want, and but yeah. Anyways, the whole point is I might be, like I said, a little premature on this, but and this is cool. This is one of those cool things about the Drums and Rums alums. Again, helping each other, promoting each other, etc. And one of the guests, I won't say who just yet until we lock this in, but had is in contact with the drummer for Michael Franti's band, and they're coming to Jupiter. So, oh, you guys can hear the song. Oops, row. So yeah. So all right. So you heard a little bit of the snippet there. So I probably will get dinged now, but who knows? I'm gonna get monetized. I'm gonna get demonetized. And I'm not even monetized yet. So screw you, YouTube. But yeah, so we'll kind of leave it at that. I'm hoping it comes through. I have made the connection and introduction, obviously via this guest, and we'll see. So hang tight, Brad. I might need to pull you in there to help with a little bit of help on this one here, and obviously with a big act that's coming through, and the drummer for the band. So anyway, so that's again more sneak peeks though. So hopefully, so let me see. Let me back up here because I did ask you guys to give me some feedback. Infringement, I won't. Thanks to River Pirate. Oh, that's funny. All right. Contest of who can swig a shot of Ray and nephew and Ray neat and not. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. That is definitely not. I have got some over in the other part of the house, but I'm not sure I can. I would be willing to do that and not die. Copyright and technology. Okay, we could hear the song. Sounds like a song I heard. Maybe it was the heavy metal version. It's possible. It's you never know with some of the songs they do remake. All right. Okay. So anyway, so if you guys are all good, I appreciate it. Again, make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you're hitting all of our other folks that are on here too. Again, our podcast network there, Jams and Cocktails Podcast Network that we're part of. Follow them, subscribe to them also. Make sure you're following Nia, all of her rum reviews that she's got going on here. And Nia helped me remind me when the cheese and rum pairing is coming out. Follow River Pirate. He's got a lot of reviews too. He does a lot of traveling. Also, a lot of great stuff. I love everyone's got the content they put together. And again, it's pretty fun. It's entertaining. And again, you learn a lot of kind of cool stuff, especially rum too, right? All the rum reviews that they do. So, I mean, that's one thing I don't do. Haven't done really rum reviews. But I might be reviewing other things. So that's all I will say without getting into too much and getting into trouble. All right, Nia's got to run. Thanks for tuning in, Nia. So have a great night. No video editing for me, just hitting the button and going. All right, have a nice thank you, Jason, for River Pirate for stopping in there. So again, make sure you're following everybody. Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning, Jams and Coffee there. Wake up with Brad at 8 a.m. Eastern time and hang out with us in the chats there, and we'll talk up all about the fun stuff that he's got going on. And then make sure follow along and collect the clues when we let you know what you got to start, listening for. So I appreciate everybody. Have a great night there. Thanks for tuning in. You all are beautiful and lovely people. Mwah.